Hello everyone, welcome to Book Club Preview, Writing Edition. We're still in Chapter 1 and we're looking at pages 16 to 21. Now, just like the last few pages, we're going to be looking at sample paragraphs, looking at the different features of a paragraph, and then answering the questions. Is it indented? What is the topic sentence? And do any sentences need to be deleted? Some of the activities have an extra question that kind of adds a teaching point. So page 16 is about Jim Thorpe's first win or something. The next paragraph is about breakfast, but again, just analyze the structure, answer the questions. And then the last example paragraph we're going to look here is paragraph 10, and talking about someone's first teacher. And same thing, let's look through the paragraph, notice the functions of the paragraph, answer the questions, helping you describe and understand a paragraph. After you finish this last activity, okay, so even though I moved through them pretty quickly in this lesson, looking at each of those paragraphs is slowly building your skill to identify parts of a paragraph. If you remember from our last class, you know all the features, right? I'll ask you, did you indent the first sentence? Yes. What is that? Is there a topic sentence? You can identify that and you can underline it. Are all the sentences on the same topic, right? So even though it might feel like you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, what you're actually doing is building your skill to identify what creates a great paragraph. So once you've done these 3 paragraph activities, then we're going to look into activity 10. Activity 10 is just about capitalization and end punctuation. And this is a really elementary thing to look at, very simple, very basic. But I find that so often in any of my classes, elementary school students, high school students, college students, I continually have to remind them, capitalize the first letter of a sentence. Please put a period at the end of your sentence. It's so crazy how often it happens. So just looking at these sentences, it might feel a little redundant, which means doing it over and over and over again for no point. Might feel a little redundant, but again, it's trying to help you develop this skill so that way when you're writing your own paragraphs or your own essays or your own sentences, you don't even think about it. Boom, first letter's capitalized, and you remember your period. Okay? So go ahead and do it, write them out, and make sure the first letter is capitalized and that there's a period at the end. There might also be some commas or things like that in the sentences that you have to be aware of, but just try your best, all right? As long as the first letter is capitalized at the beginning of the sentence, there's a period at the end, I'm going to feel great. The middle parts are a little messed up. We can work on that later. So, usually we would stop at this point, but we're just about ready to end this section and start a whole new practice of skills. And so I want to make sure we have time to look at this writer's note. And the writer's note is all about the title of a paragraph. Okay, I would encourage you to read through this whole section, all right? Take your time, relax, we're not in a hurry. But some major key points of a title. A title is a hint, okay? It doesn't tell you everything that's happening in the paragraph or the essay, okay? But a title gives you something to look forward to, okay? Also, a title is short, right? We don't use sentences for titles. We try to keep it as short as possible. And then the last point that you'll read through and you can see is that a title summarizes what the paragraph is going to be about. Now, you're going to have this great list of just different titles you can have for maybe making a story about making scrambled eggs and making a mess. And it looks through, I think there are about 10 different examples of here's a title, this is why it's bad. Here's a title, here's why it's a little bit better, but still bad. Here's another title that's bad. And it's going to show you how to slowly improve that title by giving you very specific examples. Earlier, I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you had activities where you were writing, oh, no, that wasn't, sorry, that was in a different class. But we're learning how to craft that title. It's important, and so we need to look at it. We're not going to focus a lot on it because the paragraph is our focus, but having a good title for your paragraph can really help your reader understand what's going to come out next. So go ahead and look through that. And finally, at the bottom, it says, hey, look, if you want to learn how to build better sentences, we have even more sentence practice on page 252. So if you want to work on that, learning how to craft your sentences a little bit better, go ahead and jump over to that appendix and practice writing those sentences. We don't have time to deal with it in this lecture or during our class, but if there's one point or something you want to bring up, you're always free to ask questions and bring material into our topics as we're meeting together. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I can't wait to see you guys. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.